Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. John here. It's time to start building our dreams. So in front of you I see a whole bunch of Milwaukee M12 series tools. We are in our new studio that we're starting to put together. Underneath those tools is our brand new 52-inch Husky table. The table was the first part. We put the banner up on the wall. We've done a lot of tool reviews in the past and we'll continue to do those and feature products, but I wanted a workplace that was dedicated for the channel. We're going to show you guys how to put together this 52-inch adjustable height workbench with sliding drawers. They make these in 52, 60, and 72-inch versions, so if you need a larger workbench, you can get those as well. Weight capacity is 300 pounds. Drawer capacity is only 30 pounds, which isn't very heavy. At the end, we're going to talk you through the Milwaukee lineup. I'm going to show you my new ratchet that I got for Black Friday, as well as a super cool Milwaukee Wallmounts. Got a great deal on this. Locks in, holds your batteries, mount this to the wall. If you were going to build a grab and go station for your M12 series, it's as easy as that. At the end, I'll talk to you a little bit about Milwaukee tools and my thoughts about the M12 lineup. So make sure you stick around for early access. Check us out over on Instagram and TikTok, and roll the video. Hold on. So this table is a little bit heavy, and this is their 52-inch adjustable height workbench. So this is intended for a garage with Start Building Your Dreams. We do a lot of tool reviews and things. The other great thing is these have wheels so you can move them around, or you can use a standard feet if you were doing crafts or something like that. But who doesn't need a work table? For $258, I think, is what I paid for this on Black Friday. And the thing about Husky tools and tool benches and things, these things are going to be around probably through Christmas. So even at the after holiday sales, you could probably get these. Larger items tend to sit around the store, anything they don't sell. So you might be able to find these in the new year, or you can buy it online and have it drop shipped to your house from homedepot.com. No, I'm not sponsored, but just want to share this with you. With that being said, we got our new Defiance knife here. I'm pretty happy with this. It's ultra lightweight. It's got a clip so it fits in your pocket. Also has spring assist, which you don't find unless you want to spend over $100 for a Benchmade knife. So it does have a locking handle. That's one of the requirements. I cut my finger on, you know, one of those camping knives when I was younger, so I've always made sure that I have a locking blade, and that's just for safety. Easy to open. Great tool so far. This knife was about $30. I picked it up at Overland Expo. You can check them out at Defiance Tool, and they make a whole bunch of different things. But with that being said, let's get started on this project, and we're just going to open it up. So pop these shipping straps. Well, you guys again get to see this as I get to see it. So good shipping packaging. Oh man, that's almost like a rooftop tent right there. If you want to build one out of cardboard, that's some good stuff. Wow, look at this nice pretty top here. That is nice. It's got the Husky logo on it. So we'll probably end up building the table upside down, right side up, and we will move this big box out of the way, and then we'll get started here on the table. Nice thing is we're on carpet, so shouldn't mess anything up. There's the top, and this is pretty nice. It's got these nutserts in here, so should be pretty straightforward. I wonder how many pieces this thing has. It's got lots and lots of packaging, which is good because these things are probably made in China, shipped all over the world. It's got your user care guide right here. And so that'll tell us everything we need to know about putting this table together. Let's see what else we got in here. More packaging. And this thing is white, so if you know anything about white, white is good about not showing dirt, but it does take, and if it scratches, you're going to be able to see it. Let's see what we got in here. More packaging materials. Looks like some metal pieces of all kinds of metal pieces in here. All right, so let's see what we got going on here. There's a box. Hopefully this one looks like it's definitely got the hardware in it. Lots of screws, and these are all Phillips. Looks like number 2. It comes with some parts and pieces. I literally had somebody comment one time of, why are you using all those fancy tools? Well, if you got the tools, use the tools. If you don't have the tools, you can use the tools that it comes with. So let's open this box up. And voila, there's the rollers, which will be nice. So these rollers let you roll around the table. Not ball bearing, just looks like plastic bushing, so you could probably upgrade those in the future if you move the table around a lot, use it for shows or what have you. Lots of these little guys. Got a tray, a couple different trays, so we're going to check out the instructions and we're going to get ready to put this thing together. Alright guys, so we got some step-by-step instructions here. If you bought one of these, you can read along with us. You put everything on the table upside down, and then you're going to flip the table over when you get done, and there you go. So make sure you can flip the table over. You might need a buddy to help you out, but that being said, looks pretty straightforward. Let's get at it. Fuel tells you, how many batteries you have, and these are 4 amp hour XC batteries, so they're plenty strong. And so we're just gonna go snug with everything. Grab our booklet here. I believe the first thing we're gonna do is start putting on our legs. Everything I like about the Milwaukee here is you just slide it in and it's locked, so you don't have to pull the collar out like some of the older ones. You just slide it in and auto locks. And also this DeWalt kit here, which these little packs make great Christmas and holiday gifts. It's got this little quick release chuck on it, so you pull it out, you pull in, and it launches your bit. You simply, same thing, slide in your bit and you're good to go. We're going to turn this around just like the instructions. So put the Husky logo this side, and we'll put this leg with the crank over here. All right. So there's those. No lock washers, kind of interesting, but here we go. I like to put bolts in by hand first. That auto stop is pretty nice, so we're not going to strip our screws with that, and things on good. Double check everything here. All right, you don't want to strip these out because sometime you may need to get in there and service this. Take a rod, and there's a place to insert our rod in the middle. And that just slides on like that. And then we put our other leg on. So with this, we're gonna have to take this rod and carefully stick it in to this part. Wiggle it a little, it lines up. And that rod just kind of floats like a full floating axle. And then we're just gonna take our screwdriver here and we're gonna screw these down. And just goes until it stops, which is nice. So that's all together now. Ready to put our channel on, which is this piece. So this piece will just go here in the middle. Voila. And we're gonna put all our screws in here. Try it on one, see how it goes. Level 3 will go through anything. Two more on this side, on the front. And got two more over here on this side. And after we do that, we got to put a brace across the bottom. And this one is probably actually going to require the 4 bolts. And it does. All right, guys, so one thing I want to show you is this new long reach ratchet. And this thing is cool. I've got a number of ratchets, and we'll do a head-to-head sometime with them. Operates just like a normal ratchet. That's loose. You turn the head here, set it up on our leg just so we can get it started. We'll start these by hand, and then we'll see how well that ratchet does at getting down into this small space. And long reach here, we can just take and put that on. Then grab our other 4 bolts. I always like to put bolts on hand tight at first, at least to get them started so you don't accidentally cross thread anything. At least get a couple threads on there. Leave it loose until we get our other bolts on here. There's that one. And this does 35 foot-pounds of torque, so you don't have to worry about it being loose. Again, make sure we're lined up. That one's tight. That one's tight. All right, just snug down. So we got all that put together. At this time, if you want the casters instead of these, just unscrew these and you can screw on your casters. These have place on them, and so you actually got to turn the bolt itself. So that's what the little wrench is really for. So you can grab that collar too and just turn the collar by hand until you hit a hard spot. If you want your workbench stationary, well, then you can just use the feet. So these come out pretty easy. And then we're going to put these in. So if you notice here, I'm turning the cap. If you turn the wheel, the cap doesn't move, so, which is connected to the threads. Take it snug. You're going to take your little wrench here, and you're just going to go until it stops, and then torque it down. So stop there, just give it a little extra. Next thing we're going to do is start putting on the side and back plates. we put this plate on, which is your drawer stop. You're going to tighten that down, and that's your last 2 screws. So let's get you guys set up and we'll flip the table. Just going to roll it down like that. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to put the drawers in and put our knob on. So here's our adjustment knob that simply just clicks in, and that allows us to raise and lower the table. So I don't know if you'll be able to see. Rotate that, table goes up. Rotate that way, table goes down. Here it's just a matter of lining up the drawer slides. So typically just do these by feel. Get each one started. Okay. And push them in. They'll click. The biggest thing is you want to pull on them, make sure they don't pop free. Line up our tabs, so line that one up inside of that one. Hold that side, line this one up. Hold on your slides. You're gonna slowly work them in. Make sure they go all the way in. There you go, guys. And now we have a good table for doing our product reviews. And so we'll find the comfortable height for this. I actually like workstations up high, so rotate it up high. At some point it's going to stop. There it goes, and it stopped. So that is that's pretty impressive. In all, probably took us 20-30 minutes of actual, working to put this together. Hopefully we gave enough close-ups to help you guys, if you buy one, to work through some of those technical things like swapping out the feet or lining holes and making sure the pieces go together right. I didn't get to show you guys all the Black Friday deals. The table was one, and I'm going to show you guys another. All right, guys, so this is the other thing I picked up. If you have Milwaukee packouts, this is part of their new wall series, and these have been out for a year or two, I think. A couple years maybe. But inside this box, as you can see, it was on sale for $99. So if they've still got these in stock, I would run and get one, for the simple fact that you get this wall plate here, and you could mount this to your garage wall or what have you. And it also has with it this little adapter, which is for your M12 series batteries. So I'm a fan of DeWalt tools when it comes to home improvements. I like the quality of them. Milwaukee's coming a long way. They've got a concrete saw, they've got a table saw, they've got a circular saw that all work with their 18-volt series. But for me, I really like their M12 series. These are super handy. The ammo can fits in the back of the Jeep, and I want to give you guys a little bit of an overview. So these two 4-amp-hour batteries come with this kit, and it's only $99, so to me that was a good buy. But let's show you guys my pack outs and why I like the M12 series. So let's give you a little layout of our M12 series tools. So the newest here is the M12 Ratchet. Next to that, we've got our M12 Impact. The Impact typically comes in a 2-piece combo kit. So you get the Impact driver with the drill. And this is a Impact drill, and these are fuel line. This is a fuel ratchet. So I like my ratchet sets. And so if you're looking for holiday ideas, you can't go wrong with ratchets if you know somebody that works on cars. This is their lower end ratchet, and there's different batteries. So you have the square base style battery. If you're working on a car, you would want to use one of these thinner batteries, especially down in the engine compartment. They squeeze in, they come out. And so here's our Milwaukee ratchets. So the thing I like about this long reach one is the profile of the head is only 3/4 of an inch wide. It's about 1 inch this way and 3/4 of an inch thick, which is very similar to the original ratchet here. This is their fuel line. This is the fuel speed ratchet. This is their fastest one. And then this is a regular. And I love the ratchets, and that's why I went with the M12. I love their ratchet series for a simple fact that they're just great. They fit in tight spots. It doesn't take up that much more room than an air ratchet. I did an unboxing video of this one, compared it to an air ratchet. This thing is definitely long reach, lets you get into tight spots, especially if you're dealing with fan shrouds or anything in the engine bay. That's great. Other tools I got as part of a 4-piece combo was this impact, and this thing's got power, 225 foot-pounds. It'll take the lug nuts on and off the Jeep and the truck, no issues. This is a right-angled ratchet. This thing is good for doing brakes. So those caliper bolts on the back side of the brake, you can get around behind it, and you can deal with the brakes that way. It's also got a light, which is handy. All of the Milwaukee tools have a light. The Fuel series have different levels of adjustments on them. So the impact, right angle impact, is a good tool. And then when we did the exhaust on the Jeep, and I'm actually out of batteries, funny enough, is a Sawzall. And so this thing is tiny, but you can still put a foot-long blade in here, and this thing has some power, and it cuts fast, and it just sliced through that exhaust like butter. When we did the lift kit on the Jeep, it sliced right through that. It is a twist lock, so you twist it, you insert your blade, and then your blade is locked in there. So if you wanted to set up your garage with the rack system, batteries, you know, you charge them, you stick them in here, and they'll be ready for next project. And these batteries are not cheap. That's one thing about power tools. A lot of times batteries cost as much, if not more, than the tool itself. Stick your batteries in there, and you could hang this up on a wall. They're a little frustrating to get out sometimes, but you put your batteries in there, they lock in, and you could ideally mount this to a wall. I have yet to get this to work with any of the pack out boxes, but for the wall mounts work great. The other thing about the wall mounts, ideally if you wanted to wall mount a tote or a pack out or something, you can do that. They just drop on, they slide in, and so the pack outs do go on the wall mount. So the wall mounts are a little bit different than the ones I used on the back of the Jeep, but they're pretty handy. You mount this, you can get paper towel holders, all kinds of accessories. So they have a great reputation. As you can see, some of these are banged up, but basically all this power can go inside this box. So I love my Milwaukee 12-volt line. I am a hardcore DeWalt guy, but the amount of power and versatility the 12-volt system has, I just love it. So I'd say that's probably gonna be a wrap for today's video. If you would, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, ring the bell so you get the notifications, and keep coming back for more. For early access, check us out over on TikTok and Instagram. And once again, you guys get to come along, I get to share my dreams with you. But the true purpose of this channel is to help motivate, inform, and inspire you so you can get out there and start building your dreams.